Hello, my beautiful Geminis or Gemini. Thank you for tuning in to this reading specifically for your sign. And I just want to say that today is I feel the energy coming in. Even though we're in Mars retrograde, I feel like the energy, there's something kind of swooping in, just kind of taking over in a more peaceful way. I feel like all signs right now are experiencing profound changes, okay? And it feels very good. But I'm hearing the word lucrative, okay? So let's explore that a little bit. When I was meditating over the message that Gemini needs to hear today, I was hearing relocation, okay? And when I was feeling into that, I was seeing the sun and I was saying, okay, guides, where is this relocation literal or is it, um, their path relocating, expanding on your path spiritually? And so I'm hearing both. But for some of you, like I said, these readings are um, for the collective. So while this is specifically for Gemini, for some of you, this may resonate. Let's see what Spirit has to say, okay? So listen, I was using the map cards because I was asking Spirit, where is Gemini on their path right now? And what the first card that came out, and what I'm feeling is that you've sort of been in the exploring, okay? Kind of in this cave, sort of like I feel like this is a cave, right? Like you've kind of been in this, could be reflective, it could be just very curious about something and kind of exploring something, right? Uh, but I'm feeling like you haven't really, something either didn't pan out or it's a couple different scenarios here. Either you've learned what you need to learn, or it wasn't enough to satisfy your curiosity, or something like that, right? Um, Maybe it wasn't as fulfilling as you thought it would be, and so you've kind of this card. Let me just point this out. This card came out upside down, but typically, when this card is in this the upright position, this would mean you're in a deep freeze. You're in a pause. You're in a reflective state. You're distracted. You're busy. Whatever. But it came in reverse. That tells me that you're leaving something here. You're ready to exit the cave. Okay, wherever you've been in kind of seclusion or distracted by thoughts of something or trying to explore something, whatever. You've learned what you need to learn. The time you've spent here is done, and so you're coming out of this deep freeze, right? And I don't, I get this really like like I feel like our guides can't wait to tell you you're coming to life. You're come out of this deep freeze. You're coming to life. Um it's like now you're ready to move on to something else. Okay, that's why I'm hearing relocation very strong, very loud. But when I asked, is if this is a personal, physical relocation, huh? And I saw the sun immediately. I saw a warm climate. So I feel like some of you, in this scenario, in this message here, that some of you are moving to a warm climate that's warm consistently. And the sun it's very sunny there, wherever it is. I feel like for some of you, it could be like maybe a drier place like Arizona, or if you're in the United States, like Arizona, or someplace. I'm not feeling tropical so much. I'm feeling dry air for some reason. It could be that some of you have an ailment that you need the sun and less humidity. But I feel like it could be someplace where it brings you to life. You're curious about wherever this is, wherever this place is. Um, And guys, I'm not feeling in this scenario that it's romantic. I feel it's or love, like a love reading. I feel like this is something personal, personal quest for you. Someplace that you've been curious about, and feeling that urge to go. All right. So I don't know where you live currently, but currently here in the United States, where I am in New England, we can feel the air getting cooler at night and in the morning, and it gets rises to, maybe in the 70s during the day. But I feel like you're needing something consistent with heat, right? With the sun. And I'm not saying super hot, I'm saying the sun. You need the sun. Um, for some of you, I feel like this is a. Why am I hearing September? Is it this September, guys, or next? Because I'm hearing September. And I also feel like it could be very soon for some of you. For some of you, it could be next September, but I'm feeling it very strong. You are curious about this place, so I feel like you're getting ready to move. But also on another scenario, some of you are. What I was also seeing was a path, right? It was a path to enlightenment, like a new how do I say this? A new quest, maybe spiritually. Um, and I feel like you're happy, like you're coming into more peace, more light, more illumination about something. And so here there could have been some pitfalls for you. You could have run into people that maybe they didn't like your personality, because your Geminis can be very talkative and very inquisitive and very social. But so I feel like there's some sort of this. I feel like this is could be. Hmm. I feel like this could be that you were maybe in a space that wasn't. Maybe it was dimming your light. It wasn't doing much for you. And that's why I said you were in the cave before, and you're coming out of that, coming to life. We'll explore that dragon's lair a little bit more, because it's interesting. It's very interesting the way I see this picture, because I've never seen, I've never noticed this before right here. So I feel like there could have been some sort of um, I almost feel like you were drawn to someone and then intuitively you pulled away, you escaped. I almost feel like that's like brake lights. Like, yeah, watch me go type of thing. I don't know. That we'll explore that in a little bit though. But you went from all of this, right? Coming to life, escaping something here into this vast field of dreams. This is Gemini. This is your territory now. This is you coming into this place where you're exploring. I feel like you kind of have been curious about something from a distance, but now I feel like it's coming more into your circumference, like your your field of dreams, Gemini. You, you're you're here at this place. It's almost like you've been on an expedition, like exploring, exploring, and I feel like you're kind of like in this space where you're like, all right, I'm ready to experience manifestation of my dreams now. I've gathered some information. I've kind of opened myself up to explore and experience, um, to experience something new. So this field of dreams here, this is you, right? You're preparing now. That's what I'm hearing. You're preparing for the manifestation to come to you. And as I said in the beginning, there is a relocation. So some of you could be have had this dream for a long time to move to a certain place, to a maybe a better home, a better house, or a better job or something. There's something that's coming through, opening up for you, to move forward into this new environment. I really feel strongly that it's on the tangible. I mean, for some of you it is spiritual, but I feel like this is a real literal move for some of you. And so you're going, oh, interesting. There's a card underneath it that I didn't see, right? Okay. You're going into unknown territory. And for some of you, spiritually speaking, you're kind of feeling your way through, but you're knowing it's the right way. You're knowing that it's a journey to migrate more into your spirituality, into your calling, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. You guys, listen, Gemini, you guys are ruled by the planet Mercury, okay? So communication is big with you. Whether it's in your own head, talking to yourself, or talking to someone else, or exploring new groups of people or new social, whatever it is, I feel like it's social, or I feel like you're very inquisitive. So going into this unknown territory, you're exploring. What I was trying to think of earlier is it's almost like Lewis and Clark, right? How they went on this expedition and it was huge. And I feel like this is huge for you. This is really, you're moving, coming out of that space here that, you don't, there's nothing left there for you. And you're moving into this unknown territory. You don't know exactly why, but it feels like you're being called there for some reason. I feel like it's divine guidance, and you're being called to this unknown territory. Excuse me, one sec. I feel like you're being divinely guided here. Okay, but Gemini, I feel like you're not gonna just you can be impulsive. So I feel like you could, some of you, who don't have ties wherever you are, could possibly just up and go and then figure it out when you get there. But some of you, I do feel like some of you will kind of map things out and prepare yourself for that journey or that relocation. Um, yeah, for some reason. See, this card says crossing bridges. I feel like you're in your head, you're probably already on that journey. But I feel like this is also part of your soul, like your there's a divine reason why you're relocating, okay? Because I feel like that will help you to heal. I think some space will help you. Some space from something or someone will help you heal. This is important right now because I think you need to protect your heart in some ways. A lot of times we hear in messages, open up your heart, don't protect it so much. But in this case, guys, I feel like you need to some self-preservation, some sort of guarding. This is my heart, not someone else's. This is my life, not someone else's. Um, and so I feel like this is so divinely inspired for you, right? And so I feel like you're approaching this with grace, and time and space away and relocating is going to help you come into this place of gratitude and to really be able to see things clearly and feel things without someone either interrupting or causing havoc in your life or something. So I do feel like this isn't a cut and run situation. It is divinely planned and it is in your highest good. Don't ever feel like don't feel like you're running away from someone. What you're doing is running towards your own heart, towards your upliftment, healing, mending, yourself, okay? That's what I'm feeling here. Like I said, I don't feel like this is a career or love reading. I feel like this is you. Um, it is love in a sense, self-love, and it is self-growth. This is part of self-mastery, to trust yourself and to follow the guidance of this relocation. I do feel a strong sense that it is more on the physical side than the spiritual, but spiritual plays a big part in it. Don't forget that. Always it does, or it should. And here, what I'm seeing on the bottom of this deck, let me just bear with me because I don't have my tripod today. I'm just kind of using my camera by hand here. But on the bottom of this deck, look what this card is. Traveling lightly. You're going to simplify your life. Gemini, your life is not going to be complicated going forward. I believe that. I believe that you're done with the complications. You're inquisitive. You love to explore things and chat it up with people, but you're not willing to compromise. I'm just going to say it as it comes. You're not willing to compromise yourself anymore, right? That's not the same as, okay, let me compromise here with someone. This is more like you're not willing to compromise your values and your freedom. You, Gemini, you are very, um, you enjoy the ability to explore and express yourself freely, okay? But this is, something has held you back. Like I said, you were mesmerized by something before here. You could have been, I don't want to say trapped, but you could have been in some sort of relationship where you weren't free to be inquisitive the way you are, or free to enjoy your life. So that's why you're came out of that deep freezer you are and coming to life. And so, yeah, yep, this makes sense with the Dragon's Lair. I knew this would come through. You were feeling trapped in some ways. And you're not the kind of person who can deal with that for too long, because you need to be able to um how do I say this? Let me just, what are you trying to say, Spirit? Communicate. And it could be that you were either with someone that was maybe a bit too clingy, could even be a controlling parent, and you weren't allowed to be yourself. But here's the thing, no one can control you, guys, no one. And Gemini, you're busting free of that. Okay? That's what I feel. You are moving on, and you're doing it with grace. It's not like you could you could have been like, okay, um, I'm turning my back now and leaving, and maybe something did blow up. I don't know. But I feel like for a lot of you, you're leaving with grace, and you're moving on into the sun, um, to a better place for you. And I know that you feel it in your heart that this is right, okay? So for those that are you moving on past, some of you could be moving on past a health issue, um, but I'm feeling more strongly that it's a residence, like changing residence, right? And whoever it is that you're leaving behind, I don't like to say it that way because then it kind of puts a, uh, you know, uncomfortable spin on it. But for those of you who you are um, going in a different direction from, I don't feel that you're going to look back in regards to, oh no, I hurt their feelings, I want to nurture them back to health but not be in that same situation I was in. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to you not look back in that way. You're not going to look back. If you are leaving behind or moving forward on becoming your own person away from a controlling parent, um, I believe that the situation will improve once you, that's why I said once you put some distance between you and that person, or whatever, career, job, whatever it is, you will be able to breathe, and you will be able to heal, and you will be able to um, come to a deeper understanding of yourself, your strengths, your boundaries, and you will exit in grace. Okay. Uh, I know it seems like I talk about exit a lot in all my readings, but because life is the way it is, we are constantly going in and out of doors, guys. And so I want you to know that because you exit something, it doesn't mean it's negative. It's actually a good thing for you to experience life. And I know, Gemini, you guys are inquisitive and you like to experience new things. So, um, leaving behind that, whatever it is you're leaving behind, you're approaching something in grace, right? It is leaving behind something and bringing something new to the table, um, within yourself, um, and in the next relationship you're in. I feel like there's a social gathering coming up for some of you. That's what I was hearing. A social gathering. There's a social gathering coming up somehow, some way. I don't know with COVID, like, but I feel like it is a gathering, maybe a small one. Um, you could be traveling to interview for a job or something, and you may be going by plane or car, but I feel like it's not close, not nearby. So I feel like this social gathering is like maybe someone's taking you out to dinner, or having a conversation with you about this position and what it is that they, why they want you, and so I feel like it's a good thing, um, and I feel like it's in a public setting somewhere, like a restaurant, a bar, something. But I feel like this social gathering is, you need this right now. This is good for you. Whatever it is, it's good for you. Okay. And so I feel like this is coming up in the near future. If Spirit gives me a time frame, I can tell you. But for right now, I feel like it's not really far off. I feel like it is. I feel like it could be before the end of this year. Okay. I see, because I feel like I don't know, I see lights, like string lights or something. So it could be something out on having a meal or having drinks out on a patio outside of like a restaurant or bar, something like that. And it's nice. It's a little gathering. I see people around. Okay. So, it may resonate with you, it may not, but you may find out later that this is what's happening, and you're like, oh, that makes sense now. It didn't make sense at the time, but now I get it, because I feel like you're almost going to go, oh, she said this would happen. And so, guys, you're heading into this brand new, unknown territory, but it's good for you. It's good for your soul. It is. I feel like it aligns with what your path is supposed to be. Don't feel bad about leaving something behind, okay? Because you need that distance, you need that space. And but I feel for some of you that it's a much needed exit. And don't worry, because what you leave behind when you exit someplace is you leave behind your, I was hearing cosmic footprints, but it's either cosmic or karmic footprints. You're leaving an impact on someone or something, a job or someone, but you're leaving an impact on them. And it's beautiful, which is why whoever it is you were with or whatever, they wanted to cling to you and they wanted to stay as close, keep you as close as possible. But I just feel like something has to give there, because you can't be, Gemini, you can't be trapped like that or feel trapped. Like, that's what that dragon's lair is about. So there's no second guessing this. You've made up your mind. And an opportunity either is coming in for you to travel, interview, or whatever, or it's just a personal decision to relocate, and you'll figure it out later. That's what I'm feeling. And by the way, I always say this disclaimer: don't just I would never tell anybody, pack up your shit and leave and don't think. Just go. I wouldn't do that. I'm telling you what Spirit is saying, what I'm feeling from Spirit, and that this is in your path, okay? Um, yeah. This is really good. I just feel this like breathing, like, oh, I can breathe now. That's what I feel like for you guys. Sometimes I feel led to do cards. I feel led to ask advice from Spirit. What would be the hold up? What would hold these people back from doing what they need to do? Um, but I don't feel that in this case. I feel like this is like set. Like you guys are. I don't think anything's gonna hold you back. I really don't. I feel like you're ready for this. You're ready for this. Um, Setting sail into your future. I feel like there's something else. Let me see here. Oops. Yeah. Following your heart, guys. Following your heart. Your soul is telling you this is your life's path. This is your journey. And however long you're going to be in this new place in the sun, in the sunny environment, that remains to be seen. I can't tell you that right now. All I can tell you is to focus on this right now. The journey, where your heart is leading you, okay? Yeah, because the more you open up and follow the path that's destined for you, the more opportunities open up. And I feel like this is a time of rejuvenation for you, some healing, and you know, I think it's also about, let's see. Yeah. What's that phrase? Mending bridges or something? This will help you to heal something with someone else that you are departing from, okay? The healing wasn't going to happen when you were under their thumb or in that situation. The healing is now. It's like now that you've made the decision to leave, healing has already begun, even before you leave. But in a profound way, okay? So I don't feel like there's going to be any bad feelings or resentment. I feel like it's a really profound learning experience for you. Okay? Interesting. Look at this. It's all about journey, guys. These journey cards are coming out. Believe in the magic of your own being, your own self. Believe in the magic of your divine guidance, of this, just everything falling into place for this move. That's interesting how this came through with the journey. The cards keep saying journey. So follow that guidance. Follow the light that's illuminated for you on this path, on this journey. You guys are going to be just fine. I'm really happy for you. I feel this light coming in. I feel like you can't help but just that illumination is right in front of you. I feel like you're just having a lot of faith in this and that you're certain. Okay? So I'm going to ask our guides if there's anything else that they want to say. Expand your horizons, guys. That's what you're doing. You're coming out of that cave, coming out of that box, and you are traveling. Literal, spiritual, intellectual, you're traveling. And there's some communication coming in. And I believe it's in the way of, like I said, that social gathering I saw. But new people coming into your life. More aligned with who you are. Okay? There could be a Virgo energy involved here, because I was hearing Virgo. So there could be Virgo energy involved. I wouldn't be surprised if you either you meet someone new that is a Virgo, They have Virgo in their chart somehow, or it's somebody that's genuine and serious about helping you on your path. I feel like it's sort of, you know what I was hearing at first? Parade. I don't know. This is like a celebration or something. Like I feel like this Virgo energy is here to, is going to greet you. I don't know. That's just, I'm just going to go with what I'm hearing right now. Okay. So there you go. Here, these cards are so amazing. You're navigating by the stars. You're navigating by your divine guidance, by your internal compass, by your voice, your own internal dialogue. Communication, guys. Communication is key here, and you're going to be receiving it all along the way. Yeah. Perfect navigation, right? Because it's divinely guided. That's why. Follow your bliss. Follow your heart. Go where you're led, where you're supposed to be. Okay? Yep. Beginning a new cycle. There you go. I can't believe how perfectly this is coming together. These cards just keep coming. Beginning a new cycle. Finding first light here. Okay? First light. They talk about light. Sunshine, light, illumination. Beginning that cycle, guys. I feel excitement for you. I feel blessings. I feel your courage here. Okay? For some of you, you may, this says narrow pathway, but really what it is I feel like the communication that you'll be hearing. Okay. So what I feel is that whatever communication you're getting from your guides or your divine guidance here, I almost feel like you're protected, and that that it says narrow pathway, but see how that pathway is narrow? I feel like because this is important for you, I feel like you're not going to be inundated on this path. This is your path. That's what I feel. Yours. There's not room on this path for others right now. Because as you travel this journey here, there's not room for someone to come in and suffocate you, to be suffocating or whatever. This is your journey right here, right now. Okay? So yeah, so I see how it says tread thoughtfully. I feel like you have time to think and space to feel. Okay, that's what I feel with this card. So I do believe that is it for the reading, except for this last card here. They wanted me to show you. You're protected on this journey. It's divine. When it's divinely guided, you are protected. Trust that, Gemini. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated, and if something comes through and is in line with what Spirit is saying, be sure to keep in contact and let me know, because I love to hear. I love to hear from all of you. So you have a beautiful day and week ahead, or whatever it is, until the next time I talk to you guys again. All right. Be love. You are love, and give love. Talk soon. Namaste.